that 26.2 marathon all in one day. So we can move on to the next slide. We find that people with the automobile, in fact, let's move to the next few because we're going to move this forward a little more right there. People with the automobiles fall into one of three categories. They will either run until it breaks, they'll have regular checkups, and it's more than a car. Run until it breaks, you're driving your car, those little lights come on. Engine check the oil. I'll do that later on. I don't have time to do it right now. Regular checkups. You bought a new car and you realize that you have to bring it in after 30 days because it's on warranty. They want to prevent any potential problems from occurring. And more than a car, these are the people that you cannot eat in their car. They rotate their tires often. Their car is spotless. You could shine your shoes. You could just eat off the car because it's that clean. Now, what's comparable to the automobile treatment is how we treat ourselves. Except we don't call it run until it breaks when we look at the human body. We call it traditional. Well, you know, my grandmother smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day and lived to be 125 years old. She ate all the food she could possibly eat and still lived to be 110. Well, you know, that's that mindset that we don't have any say-so, that we're going to run our bodies into the ground. We're going to eat with total abandon and expect positive results. That doesn't work that way. If your grandma lived that long, she was working in the fields. She wasn't sitting behind a desk all day in a cubicle. She wasn't sitting back watching Search for the World or As the World Turns. They were out there burning up those calories and eating food that they grew in their backyard. They didn't go to some other store to get it with all the chemicals and everything else. So we're looking at that traditional mindset. The preventive mindset is basically based on fear. If you ask the traditional person why they exercise, well, because I don't want, I'm not worried about exercise. If I just happen to gain weight, I'll find a shot, I'll find a pill, I'll find some way of reconciling my weight challenge. You ask the preventive person why they exercise, because they don't want to get fat. It's the fear, it's the motivation that motivates them. And the wellness person, if you ask them why they elect to exercise, they're going to say, because my body is a temple, and God's Spirit dwells within that temple. So I have an obligation to treat that body, to treat that temple with all the respect I possibly can. So we're not motivated by just throwing caution to the wind. We're not motivated by fear, which is the prevention. We're motivated by wellness to be the most we could possibly be. Just like the Army, be all that you can be. And through the wellness program that myself and my good colleague we're bringing to you, we have that opportunity to show you how to get that done so you can live the remaining years of your life, be they 30, 40, 60, whatever, to the utmost, where you can enjoy your grandchildren. When you travel, you can walk and take the tours and climb the steps if you want to, rather than having to sit back on a bus and watch everything from so many feet up in the air. So